god, they showed that. This one's pretty decent, but this one here is just like, throw some smudges on his screen, it'll be fine. Let me know if you think Omni-Man's coming back with the milk. There's the blood of my friends on it. Don't watch that one. Stop trying to bleach it, honey. Omni-Man versus Bardock. I think Omni-Man is gonna win though. Yeah, I think Omni-Man is like really strong.
The ostracized Viltrumite and the doomed Saiyan.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I do wonder how much of Omni-Man they're actually going to put into this, right? Because Omni-Man is very strong, right? However, with Invincible, you know, the comic is pretty far out compared to the actual, like, animated series. So I wonder how much they're going to put into consideration for him with the comics. So, yeah, I mean, the comics are pretty far out.
Earth's once greatest hero. Alongside the Guardians of the Globe, he protected the world from
I just
all
don't see
manner of
Bardock winning
threats.
either, but,
And then,
you know, DBZ is actually pretty crazy with scaling, so it might be possible.
single day, it all went horribly wrong.
Why, Omni-Man? How, Omni-Man? Who, Omni-Man?
Who indeed? Champion of Earth, best-selling author J.K. Simmons, yet it was all a charade. With his murderous rampage only brought to a halt.
I really want him somewhere to be like, Omni-Man, he's a menace!
Thanks to his own son.
It all starts with his home planet, Viltrum, which I hear is a totally lovely utopia.
Through brutal mortal combat.
With a K! Or, wait, no, that came later.
Viltrumites are among the most powerful beings in the universe, even more so after they purge the weaker members of their species. As a vanguard of the Viltrumite Empire, Omni-Man infiltrated Earth as Nolan Grayson, expected to prepare the planet for Imperial assimilation.
Didn't they put Omni-Man inside Mortal Kombat? Is he any good, like, as a character? Like, is he actually, like, a decent character in the game or not?
Which should have been easy, since he's got your classic strongman superpowers, and he's basically invulnerable, easily knocking around asteroids the size of Texas.
He can fly at unbelievable speeds,
He's busted. Okay, perfect.
In under 1 week.
I'm really glad that they made him really strong. If you guys remember, he's also very fast. When they lock him even in jail, he could technically just escape if he wanted to, but he chose not to.
Thraxa is, quote, a couple galaxies away, give or take, so a minimum of 2 galaxies. Beyond the Milky Way's neighbor Andromeda is the lesser-known Triangulum Galaxy, which is over 2.7 million light-years away.
Holy
shit! Means Omni-Man must have flown over 142 million times faster than light.
Oh, and Viltrumites can't breathe in space.
Oh my god,
so he held his breath the whole way, and it's not like he was in a rush.
That's crazy.
He was on a soul-searching trip, contemplating the significance of smashing his own son's face in. Think, Nolan, think.
Yeah, this is why I'm never having kids.
You're missing out. But
think, chat. Think. You could subscribe to my channel right now. Think right now. Editor, add me with the think scene. Do it right now.
Think, Mark.
According to another Viltrumite, Thetis, a bunch of other Viltrumites who actually were in a hurry flew to Viltrum across the Virgo supercluster in less than 24 hours.
That's over 20 billion times faster than light.
You don't really need to rush anyway. The older a Viltrumite gets, the slower they age.
According to the Invincible Handbook,
yeah, that's
Nolan
actually
is over
nuts.
2,000 years old. And regardless of age, Viltrumites don't suffer muscle fatigue like humans do, so they rarely ever tire out.
Seriously? He's got parenting easy mode on, and he couldn't even handle that. I would have killed for that back when my daughter was born.
Well, you would have to be a Viltrumite first. A Viltrumite's body can—
Wait, I didn't know we had a kid. I genuinely did not know that. That's interesting.
Smart atoms, which they subconsciously manipulate.
Dad, what are you doing today? Oh, you know, just filming another death battle. You know, no big deal. That's so cool. Like, my dad is ahead of death battle. That's pretty
this
cool.
Cellular structure can effectively recall certain states of being regardless of their present environment, reacting to changes at an atomic level to perform the impossible.
Yeah, like surviving your intestines.
Okay, all right, yeah, so they are going to talk a little bit about this as well. Okay, so they are going to consider a lot of the comics, which is really cool, by the way, because I think it's a major point.
Doubt, or even
more major
point. Ripping out your whole beard all at once. Ugh. Only a Viltrumite could pull off something that disturbing.
Nolan is incredibly tough, but if he faces superior forces, his smart atoms can adjust to make him even stronger by comparison. This is why Viltrumites are considered
I love they put the meme in. That's great.
Most weapons in the universe can't even scratch a Viltrumite like him.
Even a ship's cannon like this one can't take down a Viltrumite.
Editor, somewhere in the video, no matter where it is. Doesn't matter, editor. I just want you to insert invincible over something that I'm saying. Doesn't matter where. I'll leave it to you to surprise us as viewers. Wherever you want to insert it and just completely interrupt me. I'll leave it to you, editor, all right?
And it obliterated.
There you go, editor. You get one for free.
A massive solar disk.
Yeah, just like
nearly
that, just
half
like
the
that.
size of a star.
Speaking of planets, he's strong enough to shatter one by flying straight through it. A planet so big it has a whole ring around it.
The Roche limit factor dictates the size a celestial body must be.
Poor Stitches. He's gonna be like listening to this like, bro, what the f do I have to actually do this, Elara? Yeah, you sure do.
In order to disperse orbiting material as a ring. In short, an Earth-sized
Like, I don't get paid
planet
enough for
can't
this.
support such a ring, meaning this one must be much larger.
And don't get me started on how the ring is actually made up of dead bodies because, spoilers?
Oh, I
Go read the
forgot
comic.
about
If
that.
Roche isn't doing it for you, this
I forgot
planet
about
also
that.
supports
Oh my god. That's probably gonna be the next season.
5 moons in its orbit.
Yeah, I'm talking
and
about
even
that.
the smallest is a perfect sphere, meaning its own gravity shaped it. At
Yeah, I think they're gonna talk. We're gonna get to that part in the next season.
minimum, a moon like that must have a diameter of 600 kilometers, or 370 miles. Comparing this to the planet's diameter, we can tell this world is nearly 14 times larger than Earth.
Or it was before, you know, kablam.
Now, Omni-Man does have his weaknesses. Monsters like Ragnar's can pierce Viltrumite flesh.
Ragnars are like the one thing that like can kill Viltrumites. Basically, they're the one thing that they
And
fear.
he's extremely sensitive to a specific
And
high-pitched
sound.
frequency, which
Yep.
can destabilize his body's equilibrium.
But his real weakness turned out to
What's the T-Rex guy's name? He uses that to f with all the people as well.
be, you guessed it, fatherhood. Thanks to his son Mark, Nolan began to re-examine his perspective and his place in the universe. He settled down in a new place, got himself a new job, and even had a new kid with his new wife, who's a bug. The bug
Who died
played-
in like a year.
Yeah, he banged a bug.
They don't have a very long lifespan, so the bug people die very quickly.
Why, Omni-Man?
Wait, I forgot they showed that. Oh no, no!
Oh, Omni-Man?
Hey, everyone deals with parenting stress in their own way.
Hey,
when
yo.
Nolan was lecturing to Mark about
Hey,
how
yo.
insignificant people are, Mark wasn't the only one he was trying to convince, if you catch my drift.
The bug scene.
Nolan Grayson's real
Oh my
mission
God.
isn't planetary conquest or saving the innocent. It's to
Yeah, I
discover
forgot
if
they,
a violent
kept
man
up.
who can break the world can also be a good father.
Godspeed, Omni-Man.
Maybe one day he'll come back with the milk chat. Let me know if you think Omni-Man's coming back with the milk. In season 72 of Invincible, coming out in the year 3037. Yeah,
And the
we're all
far
waiting for
reaches of the
season 4.
cosmos laid a world with a people like no other.
Can I just point out how poorly this guy's face is? This looks like a meme, dude. I know it's probably like a quick scene, so they didn't put much effort into it, but even this one's pretty decent. This one's better, but this one here is just like, throw some smudges on his screen, it'll be fine. Timu Goku.
Born and raised to do just one thing.
Yeah, that's Boku.
The Saiyans.
What's up, Mala? How are
a
you?
proud warrior people from the planet Vegeta, ruled by, King Vegeta.
Planet Vegeta, ruled by King Vegeta. Could they really not come up with any type of different name, chat? Is it really the best they can do? Like,
Wow, narcissist punch.
Exactly. Their pride blinded them to the truth of their impending doom. But perhaps one Saiyan represented the best of them, even during their waning glory days.
Bardock. He's cool, he's crude, he's got a bad attitude, and if he goes apeshit, you're totally screwed. And guess what? He's father of Goku.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed.
Right? What a curveball.
you know, it's kind of crazy because they just all look the same. Like,
What does that make Turles?
Who?
you know what I mean? They
Bardock was
literally
a
all look the
cold-blooded
same.
killer, ruthlessly conquering planets in service to the Saiyan's true overseer, Lord Frieza.
They didn't just conquer planets, they wiped out every living thing, leaving Frieza uninhabited rocks to sell away. Bardock was an asshole. Well, until he wasn't.
Bardock's story has evolved over the years, with multiple iterations to draw from.
Including one where he's a brilliant scientist.
Wait, so he's a badass warrior, but he's also a scientist.
Nerd!
That totally checks out. Absolutely. Now, how many times did they change his lore, chat, just to give him some kind of relevancy?
But only one is considered officially canon. Bardock's demeanor began to shift when he met and eventually married fellow warrior Gine, and had two sons, Raditz and Kakarot.
No, Bardock didn't go totally soft. He was still a ruthless warrior. You know that iconic red headband of his? It's stained with the blood of his fallen friends. Hardcore.
Bardock
Imagine he's like back home and it's his wife is like, oh, let me watch that. He's like, no, not that one, not that headband. Like, wait, honey, I just want to watch it. I'm like, that's the blood of my friends on it. Don't watch that one. I'm trying to bleach it, honey. What the
could fly, move faster than light, and was
That's
not great at
crazy.
using his key as
a
an
little
explosive
disturbing,
weapon.
but
AKA shooting
Pretty
lasers
cool.
from his hands. True to his brutal screw you
Yeah, that is-
nature,
it's probably
Bardock's
stiff
moves
and
are all about
stinky.
overwhelming power. His final spirit cannon is like a key-powered bazooka. His rebellion hammer punch ignites enemies on contact, and his rebellion spear basically turns him into a supercharged battering ram. The guy has no chill.
he's kinda
He will run
badass.
you over, break your spine, light you on fire, and then move on to the next guy. All in a day's work for a Saiyan.
I kind of see why they like him. He's pretty badass, you know?
Marriage didn't change that. While Bardock cared for Gine, in fact being one of few Saiyans of his time to actually have a romantic partner, he was still no family man. Like most Saiyans, he saw his sons as nothing more than future soldiers.
Bardock was a low-class warrior, so it was unlikely his kids would grow up to be anything more than battlefield fodder.
I didn't realize he was like a low-class warrior. I thought he was really, really strong. That's crazy to think about, Chad. So if he's a low-end warrior, that just puts in perspective how broken some of these characters are inside of Dragon Ball. Like, that is actually f***ing insane.
But they would still possess the Saiyan's power, a transformation that was the key to their planetary devastation.
Big Monkey!
Monkey! Everybody say with me, Monkey! Make sure if you got this far in the video to type Monkey inside the comments. Monkey, 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 strong with
In
together.
the light of a full moon, a Saiyan
Monkey.
with a tail manifests
Monkey.
the Uzaru.
This great ape form increases Bardock's power tenfold, turning him into an unstoppable kaiju. Quick, someone call Yajirobe!
While some Saiyans can maintain
Who the f calls Yajirobe? Oh my god, guys, the universe is in danger. What do we do? Who is the first person to say, oh yeah, call Yajirobe? He's on the bottom of the option list. What are you talking about? Everybody, we're in danger. Call Hercule. Like,
control over this berserker form, low-class
It's the last
warriors like
person you
Bardock
call.
don't receive the same level of training as those of higher birth. Prince Vegeta's control is so precise he can speak while changed, but Bardock cannot.
Hell, it's questionable
I
if
goes
he even
crazy.
remembers everything that happens when he goes full tilt gorilla. The Saiyan strategy is pretty
Good evening,
much
Mr.
just
Satan.
monkey see, monkey smash.
okay, so like, yes, I know that Yajirobe was actually useful, but legitimately, later down the line, is he worth a chat? Absolutely not. He doesn't do anything. He's not even that helpful, chat.
Despite being low class, Bardock's power level nearly matched that of King Vegeta, who could destroy multiple planets at once. At about this time, King Vegeta's power level was around 10,000.
Yeah, we know power levels are kinda janky. Nobody can agree on what the number really means.
Outside of his fight with Gas, Bardock doesn't really show any high-end feats in canon, but we can use power levels to compare him to other characters with similar levels to better understand his potential.
Like when his son fought Prince Vegeta. What's the scouter say about his power level? It's over 8,000. Yeah, the dub changed it to fit
Yeah, they
Vegeta's
got it
lip
wrong.
flaps, but we only cover the cold hard truth, damn it.
According to this movie pamphlet, Goku's power level between
Okay.
his fight with Vegeta and his trip to Namek was 10,000.
You know, isn't there like a card game? Maybe the card game says some shit in there too.
This lines up with that previous reading and puts him on par with Bardock. Goku's training during the trip eventually raised him to 90,000 upon arrival, but this gives us a clear window.
Yeah, early in the
Holy
trip, dodge a bunch of incoming asteroids and blast his ship away from a star, which is impressive considering the speed involved.
The planet Namek is outside Earth's quadrant of the universe, and it took his ship 6 days to make the journey. Traveling a quarter of the universe's diameter would put the ship over 9.5 trillion times the speed of light.
And Goku would have had to keep
Oh my
up
god,
with
could he technically just move faster than Omni-Man, or is Omni-Man still faster? I don't remember the number, but I feel like Omni-Man could still move faster. Oh, no, I need to compare the numbers, but that's really
that kind of
fast.
speed to do all that other
I mean,
stuff.
it's
Makes
really
sense,
fast.
given far weaker characters could reach the moon in a fraction of a second. Should be trivial enough for Bardock.
All this
Yeah, I mean,
speed and
you
power
can't kill somebody if you can't hit him, right, chat?
meant when Bardock and his team assaulted the planet Cereal, they went, cheerio!
The planet cereal? They went Cheerio. I guess they really found out the true taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They stole the Lucky Charms. It wasn't magically delicious, chat. But one thing about the Planet cereal, it's great. I'm sorry, Chad. I'll stop. No, I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't judge me. Editor, remove all of this. Replace all my bad jokes with funny jokes, editor. Do it right now.
Bardock ravaged the planet, annihilating its people, until he found two survivors, a mother and her child. Some may call it weakness, others a moment of clarity. But Bardock was suddenly reminded of his wife and recently born son. He chose to spare the two, and even pushed himself far past his limits to protect them from his own Frieza Force allies, who taunted that Frieza had dire plans for the Saiyans' future.
This moment changed Bardock, making him more appreciative of his family and cautious of Frieza. When all the Saiyans were called back to
he
Planet
became a
Vegeta
real
for
dad.
mysterious reasons, he had a hunch something was up. So before his final stand, smashing through hundreds of soldiers before coming face to face with the tyrant, he sent his youngest kid away for protection. A choice that allowed his son to thrive. And hey, that's what good parents do.
A choice that would have a
I knew that Goku got sent away, and obviously his dad assumed it was by him, but I was just kind of
greater
wondering.
significance than Bardock could ever imagine.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew them all up and he died.
The end.
Or did he?
On the sakes of
got
not.
killed so freaking hard he got blasted back in time.
Actually, he was pulled away by these two, who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Blah blah blah, non-canon.
Wait. Oh, my bad. We put you in the wrong timeline when you died. Oopsie whoopsie. Lucky. What in the hell is this Marvel bullshit? Jesus.
Whatever, he survived. And when he realized what happened, he got so unbelievably pissed off, he went Super Saiyan. What?
All right,
Yeah,
this is
sick.
very much an alternate universe what-if scenario, and it
That's
is
sick.
jarring. But think about it. The Super Saiyan form is not achieved through training alone. It requires dedication, introspection, victory, failure, love, and loss. Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the possibility of the Super Saiyan, a Saiyan with power that could rival his own. But perhaps Bardock's transformation was more than simply a what-if. He had begun to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps if Frieza had
It's a little poetic, right? Because, we kind of knew about Frieza. Frieza killed him, and then he was able to get stronger and come back. So that's actually pretty cool.
hesitated, even for a
That's-
moment,
that's super cool.
his fear would have manifested before him, right then and there.
Damn, pour one out for Bardock, who figured out how to be the truest Saiyan right at the end of it all. I know
Nice.
Kakarot would be proud.
He's pretty cool. I mean, he's definitely gonna lose, but I mean, he's a lot cooler than I thought he was. Hey, you want to make sure the editors get paid? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps me and make sure I can pay my editors on time. And trust me, they would appreciate that. Thank you for your support, and let's get back to the video. You ever just cut your nutsack open or like, all right, here
Run
we
the
go.
data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I need an adult. I am an adult. I'm an adult. Trust me, big trust. I'm definitely an adult. This will be BS. I don't know. I think Omni-Man's got us wrapped up. I'm gonna be real with you.
Great. Another gross bug planet.
I will say the models look really good though. Is this is Double Artemis, right? I can tell.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
Yeah, don't try to steal his bug planet. He went all out to defend that place. Yeah, you can tell it's Double Artemis.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
My sons would kick his ass.
Actually, that's a great question. Who would win, chat? Or Goku? Actually, Goku wins that. Let's be real. Goku absolutely wipes with that. Yeah. It'd be an interesting battle, though. Oh my god. They're playing catch. Catch the ball, Dad.
What whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Monkey. Monkey.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Yep. You shouldn't have done that. Now you're gonna get the monkey.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
They did a good job at Omni-Man though. He's very cocky. Oh my Jesus. Bro, he used straight up hyper beam. Monkey clap. Bro, I got it. That's amazing. Got him. That's funny that's still not gonna do anything to him. Yeah. Well, there goes monkey mode.
Shit.
Dang, dude. Oh no, oh yeah, you're toast, bro.
No. My sons. Leave me. I won't let you take me from my
Oh, I love the little callback almost to Goku. That was cool. That was actually cool. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Got a little callback to his son. Yeah, that's a nice line. Yeah, unfortunately, he's just like, yeah, no.
Your time is up! Saiyan!
Bro, he's gonna explode. I called that.
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
Oh no, oh no. That was a good fight though. That was a good fight.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, we know that Bardock didn't really have a chance, but that was actually a great battle. They did a really good job with that. I love the little Easter eggs, the callbacks and stuff. That was cool.
Okay, these
I like they let him
Gokus
go
have
Super
gotta stop
Saiyan
picking
too.
Fights with guys in capes.
Pitting Saiyan against Viltrumite is
Yeah, that was good.
fascinating. Among the many similarities, 5 specific categories stand out.
Starting with speed. Bardock is much faster, given his power level matched Goku dodging asteroids at 9.5 trillion
Yeah, Super Atoms basically you can adjust yourself, right? Like to based on your needs. So I think when they get introduced into season more, it's crazy.
times light speed, much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the
Okay.
50 times multiplier
Right.
from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed.
Okay, so I was wondering about that, right? The speed part of it, right? So he's so much faster. How is he even going to be able to hit him? It's always something I kind of consider. Smart Adam, sorry. It's always something I kind of consider in these fights. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
But strength and durability are another story.
Though it doesn't seem
Yeah,
like
I feel like there's always the question, right? You can be super duper fast, but if you can't actually hurt them or somebody else has the durability to deal with it, your speed is kind of pointless, right?
First, Bardock scales to King Veggie, who wrecked 3 planets at once, and Omni-Man only smashed 1. But given how big that one planet was, the numbers are actually pretty similar, until we factor in the Super Saiyan boost, right?
Well, there's a catch. A major plot point
Not
in Invincible
exactly.
involves the coalition of planets admitting that their weapons cannot hurt Viltrumites.
So, when their ship's cannon
Right.
obliterated this gigantic solar disk, it highlighted just how tough the Viltrumites really are.
This disk completely blocked the sunlight and heat between a planet and its star. And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity. To fully block the light to such a planet and remain in consistent orbit, the disk would need to be positioned at its L1 point.
And is he able to be in control of top speed or is he just bull rushing? I don't know. If you're really, really fast, that does matter. But if somebody's really durable, it doesn't really matter, right? Like you can punch them a million times, but if you're not actually breaking through their defense, why does it matter?
Spot that creates an uninterrupted view between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disc puts it at 3 septillion tons.
That's 24 zeros.
Which makes Omni-Man
Jesus
over
Christ.
11,000 times stronger than base Bardock.
Oh God.
Even the Great Ape or Super Saiyan forms could make up that difference. So
Yeah, he's
strength
still
goes
yeah, so he's just so much more durable. Even Bardock at like his best, I could see that. Running speed and combat speed are not regarded as the same. Yeah, that's a
to
good point.
Nolan.
Still, numbers aren't everything. As far as versatility and combat goes, neither had one distinct advantage that could win outright.
Omni-Man survives in space for much longer.
I will say they have a very similar like upbringing, right? Because they both are like soldiers. You know, they were trained to like be like some of the strongest. So they have a very similar
But
upbringing.
Bardock barely
So their
squeaks out
experience
the
is
edge
probably
here
similar.
thanks to his ranged versatility with key attacks and, of course, Super Saiyan.
Okay, let's address the Super Saiyan Bardock thing. It's perfectly fair to question whether or not the form should be in this comparison at all. However, even with the form included, Nolan still
wouldn't be
takes
enough.
this, especially when it comes to our last two categories, experience and stamina.
I do like the fact that they actually included it under the guise that like it's not gonna matter, right? Ultimately.
Omni-Man's been around a lot longer than Bardock, over 2,000 years, and even with Super Saiyan,
Yep.
Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate. Which brings us to what may be Omni-Man's
Yeah,
most
as I
surprising
say,
advantage.
Omni-Man
Those
has so
weird
much more
smart
experience.
Saiyans like Bardock can fight for days on end, but only for so long. Bardock possesses a limited pool of ki, which only depletes faster
But wasn't it like one part where Omni-Man literally fought for like a year straight or something like that?
when using super forms like the Great Ape. In contrast, Omni-Man's biology prevents him from tiring in most cases, letting him travel across whole galaxies for weeks non-stop. And his smart atoms adjust to counter whatever physical strain he's subjected to.
Bardock's crazy speed and power made him a real challenge.
But Nolan's strength, experience, and sheer endurance presented an unstoppable and unshakable force that would
Yeah,
inevitably
he
land
just
the
can put a
killing
dent
blow.
in him,
when
you know?
push came to shove, Omni-Man
And that was the
raised
big problem.
Bardock.
The winner
Bruh.
is Omni-Man.
I agree with this. I don't really know how you could like big time disagree with this, to be honest. Because I do really feel like, again, even though Bardock is really, really strong, how the f is he going to, in any way, shape, or form, put a dent into him? And I just don't see that happening. Yeah, smart atoms are actually nuts. When you explain them more in like season 4, you'll see like how broken they are. Yeah, still a really good fight. Still a really good fight. What did you guys think?